last time I was here was in 2023, and since then I've never come to Detroit before. Yes, even though I live in Michigan. So this is like my second time coming to Detroit because of the airport. It was my final destination when I was coming to Washington. Check-in successfully. That's security check-in. So I'm heading to my gate. Yep, Uganda. Here I come. Landing in Entebbe felt different. The air was calm, the greeny unreal. Yeah, it was hot. Uganda is called the Pearl of Africa, and I was about to find out why. As a Ghanaian, I didn't need a visa, just a stamp. And welcome to Uganda. Myself and the driver, we headed to Mukunu, the central parts of Uganda. So Uganda has 4 administrative regions, and I was here at the central part. This was giving me the Ghana Shama vibe with the Okada. Here it's called Buda Buda. That's like one of the easiest and the fastest means of transport in Uganda. This was my final destination, Reach One Touch One Life, Rotom, Uganda. Someone may be wondering, what did they do? So Rotom exists to empower older persons and children under their care through the love of Jesus Christ to attain a better life regardless of their fate. The very first meal I tried was the matoke.
So this is cassava, and this is cassava after you beat it up?
No.
An interesting thing to share with you guys. So this is the calabash tree, okay? And from it we get the shikiri and everything. But I remember growing up, like, my mom would get this and take off the seeds or whatever is inside, dry it under the sun, but not so much dry. And we used to store water in it for the farm, and it stays like cool throughout the time we are in the farm. This was bringing beautiful memories of my growing up, and it was exciting to see. The ultimate reason why we came was for a traditional introduction ceremony of my friend who was marrying a Uganda lady. In Uganda, bride price varies by region. In some areas, it can be up to 10 to 15 cows. Yes, you heard me, cows. It reminded me so much of Ghana. Different countries, same cultural depths. Culture isn't outdated, it's identity. You see the beautiful attire that all the young ladies are wearing, including our bride, is called the gomasi. That is the traditional wear for the central part of Uganda when you are going to marry. And the men also wear what my friend was wearing. And it's mandatory that everyone coming to that ceremony has to be in that attire, both men and women. Oh, another thing. No one warned me how heavy and uncomfortable the gomasi can feel the first time you wear it. Yet I was amazed to see many of my mothers carry it so gracefully as they everyday attire. Hey, it's heavy. To God's glory, we had a successful introduction ceremony. Okay, let's talk food. This was me and the crew stopping by this beautiful restaurant. I love everything. The color was bright and antiques, African. Oh, it was beautiful. So we had to get something for our belly because the journey ahead is a long one to the safari. So I got myself a Rolex, not the watch though. This is rolled chapati with egg and some veggies. Yeah.
So Alfred Pasco Mwonge are my names. So welcome at the Equator Line in Uganda. You're going to do an experiment to prove that the forces of South and North don't spin the same. Equator Line is the line that divides the world into two equal parts, North and South. So USA, Germany, Netherlands, that's North. South Africa, Australia, Tanzania, that is South. Then Equator Line is spin. So we're going to do an experiment to prove that the forces of South and the North don't spin the same. So right now we are in the southern hemisphere where the water spins anti-clockwise. After we stabilize, then I put this flower to show the direction. So south of the equator, the water spins anti-clockwise. Then in Uganda, every 21st of March and the 23rd of September, they're called the equinox days. On those 2 days, when you stand on the equator line midday, you have no shadow because the sun is overhead the equator line. Oh. So any questions yet?
You have no shadow. Wow.
Yeah, that's
All good?
interesting.
2 days of March and the 23rd September. So let's cross over to the northern side. Ghana.
I was on the Greenwich
Line,
Meridian, the
yes.
Prime Meridian.
It crosses Ghana and UK.
So,
Seen the difference now?
Yeah, I know.
So this experiment we're doing, it's about the Coriolis effect. As the world is rotating, North Pole pulls clockwise, South pulls anti-clockwise. And where the forces meet, it's the equator line. And there are 13 countries that are crossed by the equator line in the whole world. In South America, Ecuador, Colombia, and Brazil. Africa, Sao Tome, Gabon, Congo Brazzaville, Congo DRC, Uganda, Kenya, and Somalia. Then Indonesia, Gorontalo, and Borneo Island. So these countries have this Somalia? Yeah, it's the least southern side of Somalia. I'll show you the one now.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Equator line is-
Wow.
Yeah, it's Kampala's north, Uganda goes clockwise. Now this side south,
That's the borderline right here.
This is Queen Elizabeth National Park. Lions, leopards, elephants, buffaloes, Uganda cubs, name it. We had to wake up at 6:50 a.m. Yes, because wildlife moves before the sun gets bold. And this is where something unexpected happened. Yes. Seeing these animals in their natural habitats, completely different from documentaries. This isn't a zoo. This is their home. But what nobody prepared me for was what happened after sunset. So this is Tabingi Lodge. Later that evening, we arrived at the lodge, tired, dusty, and excited at the same time. The welcome, warm towel to wipe our faces. Oh, it felt like old school African hospitality. When you visit someone's home and they wash your feet before you enter. Yeah. But then they told us something. We were not allowed to walk alone at night. Like, because buffaloes, hippos, even water birds could appear at any time. Yes, I mean, real life. And I don't know about you, but I am not ready to join my ancestors, so I wasn't ready to risk it. That's when it truly hits me. This is not a controlled environment. You are a guest in nature, literally. The next day, we headed for a boat ride between Lake Edward and Lake George, right along the border of Uganda and Congo. This water was still, birds flying overhead, animal resting by the shore, which you guys will see soon. We visited Lake Kache, a salt lake that supports one of Uganda's local economic activities. What you are seeing here is the salt mining process, manually extracted and dried into that fine white texture that you see. Our guide mentioned that almost every tribe in Uganda participates in this activity except one. Uganda is a home to over 50 indigenous tribes and languages, and you truly feel that diversity everywhere. On our way back, we decided to pass this national park because it has other kinds of animal that Queen Elizabeth National Park did not have. We're like, okay, let's just finish the safari tour and get it done well. Talking of languages spoken in Uganda, the most widely ones are Lukanda, Atiso, Rayang, Kitara, and Leo, representing the central, eastern, northern, and western regions, respectively. However, let's take note that English serves as the country's official language. Here was another site that we visited on our way from the Salt Lake. So, fun fact here I heard was that flamingos, their feathers color changes based on what they eat. I was like, yeah, I was surprised too. And the guy said they fly all the way from Kenya to Uganda.
Welcome to the twin legs. I have more information to share, but a very quick one. So the right one is the male, and then the left one is the female because it has a heart shape. If you can see down there, but I have a very good video to share with you all. So I recommend if you're in Uganda, it's one of the places you gotta visit, guys.
These are the twin lakes, Katinda and Mirambi. Locals believe couples who desire twins visit here, and I think whether it's a myth or not, the story adds depth to the land. On our way back, we decided to try this popular street food, and I went for the goat's meat with roasted plantain. It's so funny that back when we eat roasted plantain with peanuts. Us alongside the amazing team from Rotom, spending a day on their field trip visiting seniors in the village. For me, it was deeply humbling and an honor, especially knowing what it means to grow up in such a humble community. It was truly a moment. Thank you so much, Rotom, for the beautiful work you do for these seniors and children. Our final stop before leaving Uganda was visiting the Rotom structures. Their school, teachers' bungalows, the canteen, their clinic, and the space dedicated to some seniors who do not have a place to stay. It was beautiful to see impact standing in real form. Once again, my heartfelt thank you to my friend, to the Rotom entire team, all the beautiful souls I met in Uganda for making my trip such a meaningful one. Thank you all so much. Oh, I did some laundry, and it's very common in most African countries to dry your clothes this way or in the dry line. This was us on our way to the airport. And this was very close to the Victoria Mall. That would be our next stop. But we needed to get some souvenirs, of course, to our friends and loved ones. To let them know that, hey, I went to Uganda. I got you this. Of course, that's very important. Hello guys, meet one of my Ugandan friends. Thank you. It was time to check on our enzymes and see how they were holding up. Turns out there was a little emergency. Like, emergency, you say? Well, that needed a prompt attention. So I was like, no worries, I gotcha. Just worry less. We are here already. Let's make you settle down. Get what I'm saying? We did. See how excited each and everyone is knowing that it's food time. I had Yakob's salad and it was just perfect. I loved it. The experience, the people, the ambience, I would give them 4.8 out of 5 ratings. Like, it was good. Uganda is more than wildlife. It's more than safaris. It's culture, it's hospitality, it's community. Now I understand why they call it the Pearl of Africa. What surprised you the most about Uganda? Let me know, or what through this video did you discover about Uganda that you never knew? Thank you so much for watching. Until then, I'll see you in my next video.